Gemini, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late May, moving into early June 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's happening for the lovely Gemini collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's see what's going on, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got for the beautiful Gemini collective in their season? What energies, insights, messages, all that good stuff do we have for my dear friends here? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Gemini in your season. And while we get this card out, I would just like to wish you all a very happy birthday from me to you. Whether it's already passed, whether it's just coming up, I hope you really have a fantastic one, my friends. Let's see what's up. Quick. All right, so we have Queen of Cups type of energy showing up here. Okay, now this isn't a tarot deck, of course, but there are some cards that are reminiscent to me of certain cards that are within the deck. And this is a beautiful, creative, emotional, loving type of energy as well. But we'll talk about that a little more in depth. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit more about this card. So you see the image here. It's absolutely lovely. We have this lady. She has her foot dipped in the water. It just reminds me and screams Queen of Cups. So for a portion of you, maybe you're connected with a water sign. Remember, it doesn't always have to be gender specific. But in tarot and divination, queens generally represent someone's inner world, how they're feeling on the inside. And especially with this watery energy, you might be a little more emotional than you normally are. Doesn't mean that's a bad thing. You might just be more emotionally, empathetically tapped in. So just know if you're a sensitive person to begin with, that could be heightened up a little bit in this time. You might be feeling the energy of those around you, or the place you're in could be affecting your vibe in a very big way when we have the Queen of Cups. As I said, very creative type of energy, emotional, loving. For some of you, you might need a little affection in this time. There's nothing wrong with that. And she also represents mother figures as well. So all of these things could be highlighted in this time. We're just going to leave her right there for now, though. Let's get into tarot. And I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for the Geminis in their birthday season, please. And while we get this shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. It was titled A Karmic Return. And I found that super intriguing that the week where it switched to your birthday season, there was this vibe about either a situation or something similar to what you've dealt with before, like swinging back around on you. So know that in the coming days and weeks, like whether it's people popping back up or situations that are similar to things you've dealt with, all of that could be resurfacing in a way. So let's see what shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's too. Let's get it going. 3 cards to start us for the Geminis, please. What do we got? What energies do we have for my dear friends? Okay, first card out, 9 of Cups. I mean, that's starting good. I mean, that could be you enjoying your birthday festivities for sure. I mean, this to me is one of the celebratory types of cards in the whole entire deck, and I love the 9 of Cups. Super welcoming. Let's get a couple more. Very, very welcoming. Tons of water so far with the Oracle. Now that. Thank you. Okay, Temperance. Interesting. So, Saggy, that is your opposite sign. That's the yin to your yang. Let's get one more out here, then we'll really start piecing this together. What do we got? What do we got for the beautiful Geminis, please? Oh, all right. Double Kings popped out for you, my friends. So we're going to have to talk about this for sure. We have the King of Wands that came out first. And then just as I was looking at this card, right behind him was that King of Pentacles, which will be your bonus. So interesting. Lots of people here Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first glance, I am seeing a couple of themes starting to show up here. I know we already spoke about the water energy here. We have some water showing up right in the beginning, very emotional. Then we have this double down of strong, fiery energy, which is something I've been seeing around you, like for here and there for a few weeks now. Is like the fire energy will come rushing in. Two possible individuals. So we have a lot of things happening here that we'll really need to dig into further. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number one, the Nine of Cups. Beautiful, happy, content type of energy. We have our good pal here, John Travolta, and look at him surrounded by the cups. He's like super happy, content, and just chilling. So whenever I see this in a spread for anybody, I say this could be like a win of some sort or something going your way, a reason that you're going to be happy, a reason that you're going to be celebrating. Now that is a little extra since it is your birthday season when we have the Nine of Cups. You might be enjoying yourself. If you're not, maybe Spirit's telling you, listen, Gemini, go out and celebrate, or celebrate your birthday in whatever way you feel is right. Okay, like really commemorate it for whatever reason. Now, I don't always give that message in someone's birthday season, but I feel like it's important here for one reason or another. Now, I always mention that every card has positive and challenge, even though this one really skews towards wish fulfillment, emotional contentment, and really happy times. It could also represent a few things that you need to watch out for. One, watch for any people-pleasing behaviors. When this card is out, make sure no one's taking advantage of your kindness when this is here. And of course, don't overdo it with any pleasure of the flesh when the Nine of Cups is in the mix. Could be a little warning. Obviously, we're not going to turn this into a warning or a challenge until we see a clarifier. But moving to the center, we have very calm, soothing, protective type of energy with Temperance right here. Now, the way the energy is flowing, you might be coming into a time where things start to calm down or smooth out, which would be really good. I mean, depending. I mean, if you're in a time where you want to move things forward, then this could be a little frustrating, right? If there's something you want to achieve or something you want to attain or something you want to move forward, Temperance can sometimes be a little frustrating. Connects to Saggy, I already mentioned that, and notice it has the Archangel Michael on it. I always say this is a highly protective type of energy, spiritual protection, spiritual guidance. Know that you are being watched over with whatever it is that you're going through when this is in the mix. I love Temperance, but it is a call to be patient with something, whether it's a situation, whether it's a process. This is kind of Spirit saying like, oh, easy does it, Gemini. Just relax, take a breath. Which, as I mentioned, could be really good, but at the same time, it can be a little frustrating sometimes. Another thing I'll mention, even though this is fire energy, where it could be something building up, building up, building up. Notice Michael is doing a little bit of alchemy there with the water from cup to cup. So although this is fire, it's like bridging the two elements. Onto the back end, we have the King of Wands. Now, I already spoke about the queens a little earlier, where they represent the internals. The kings represent control of their suit. And what are wands? It's passion, it's drive, it's desire, it's very fiery. Fire energy can be unpredictable sometimes, but the positives of the King of Wands, if you're not connected to a fire sign, is someone that's very entrepreneurial, someone that knows where to put their energy, knows what to focus on, knows what not to focus on. So this could be something Spirit's asking you to do. Like, all right, well, don't waste any of your energy on this or put all your energy into this. It's kind of like calling you to really weigh whatever it is you're dealing with. Like, is this a good use of my energy? Always watch your energy levels when the King of Wands is here as well. And I already mentioned one of the rougher aspects of this King of Wands. It could be very unpredictable. This could represent an individual that has a little bit of an ego or somebody that's very spontaneous. Sometimes with all this fire, it could either be explosive or just something surprising popping up. So we'll want to look into it further. Now, as we move to your bonus card, it's kind of like the complete opposite of this King of Wands, because the King of Wands could be a little bit volatile in its ways, in its rougher aspect. But the King of Pentacles, earth sign energy, so this is much more grounded. Now, what does the King of Pentacles control? It's more about your material world assets. So there could be situations going on involving like work, career, business. Whenever we have the King of Pentacles, yeah, it's just another footnote, but it's worth mentioning that it did pop out for you here. Very abundant, filled with blessings. And the rougher side of this could be someone that's a little bit stubborn or set in their ways. So I find it intriguing the way the energy is flowing, where we have this beautiful Nine of Cups, and it's like, whoa, slow down, take your time, and then two cards of control, because it's kind of like letting something simmer I want to dive deeper on all of it, though. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for you, Gemini. Let's see what's happening. My gods, talk to me. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Nine of Cups. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any energies that you want to give to Gemini, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Nine of Cups. What's happening? Why is that 9 here? Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, you have a big manifestation coming in here, my friends. Something you've been purposely creating or putting your energy towards, even subconsciously too, for a small portion of you. Because I know not every person out there is always purposely trying to create and visualize and manifest things. Just know that something you, and I don't say this lightly, something that you've been wanting to attain or a result that you've been really wanting to achieve could be coming at you very, very quickly when we have the Magician. Another note that I want to make here. When we have the Magician, one of its other aspects, aside from creating and manifesting, could be control. So the Magician, the double kings on the back end, the Temperance card, there is a huge signifier here, multiple signifiers of trying to keep something under control or trying to keep something under wraps, but not like hide it. But to me, it's more like, all right, we're going to make sure this goes calm and smooth. Like it's just keeping something contained, if that makes sense. So for a portion of you, maybe it's something within yourself that you're just trying to contain it and work through it in one way or another. But I love the Magician. It's highly spiritual. For a portion of you, you could have a stronger than usual draw towards anything spiritual, anything dealing with ritual or prayer or anything like that. But to me, this is an energetic conduit. So when I see this under the Nine of Cups, this is like a big manifestation coming your way, something that you've really been wanting, and it's moving towards you magnetically. If we were to put another label on it, yeah, this could be a winner or victory as well. But for me, I just feel like this is huge, and it's something that you purposely want. Okay, so if you're not manifesting right now, know that your powers of creation are heightened. We are all creator beings, am I right or wrong? So I feel like your powers of creation are heightened to the max. Let's keep moving forward. So make sure you visualize clearly, know what you want, because it could come at you quick. Let's see what Temperance has to say. That's a good way to start. I mean, let's keep moving. Why is Temperance here? Thank you. Wow. Okay. And once you put it out there, to me, I feel like it's coming at you really quick. You're not going to have to put in tons and tons of effort here. This is almost amazing how this energy is coming out. This is the type of vibe we want to see in your birthday season, for sure. We have the Six of Wands, the card of victory, complete and total victory. Love it. Now you see this person, it's like they're in a parade, they're holding the wreaths. When I see this card, I think of overcoming something. I think of a victory. Getting recognition. For a lot of you, this could represent the spotlight, gaining more notoriety or attention as well. But underneath Temperance, it's telling me like, all right, well, once you put it out there or once you made it known, it's going to come towards you magnetically. Like you're not going to have to work. I mean, of course, you're going to have to put some effort in. We always have to meet the universe halfway, but it's not like working yourself to the bone to make sure something happens. Like to me, it's very easy flowing. So something's going to come at you quick. We have it here in the beginning. Now with the Temperance and the Six of Wands, it's like, oh, all right, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. So that thought could literally go through your head at some point this week where it's like, all right, well, that was way easier than I thought it would be to accomplish that. Victory. Love it. So we have a lot of really beautiful energy around you this week. And even if we get a rough card underneath that King of Wands, I don't feel like it taints the message overall. Because like with the manifesting, the wish fulfillment, the victory, the spiritual protection, it's like we're firing on all cylinders. So if you've been going through some rough patches in this time, know that you have something to look forward to because there's like a wave of positive energy coming towards you. I would claim it. This is beautiful, claimable energy from front to back so far. So let's go in on that King of Wands, see what he has to say. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So let's see what's up. Why is that King of Wands here? What is going on for the Geminis? And same goes, if you're cross-watching for a Gemini, like now could be a good time if you're wanting to patch things up with a Gemini. the energy's there for that to happen, if that's something you're wanting. But let's see, why is the King of Wands here? Yeah, beautiful. So now we have double sixes. We have the Six of Wands. So I don't feel like you're alone. For a lot of you, this could be not just energetic support and spirit supporting you, and your efforts and what you're wanting. This is somebody trying to meet you in the middle as well. Notice how it's like, yeah, we have this easy going and something like blasting off like a rocket towards the back end. That's kind of like how this energy flows to me. So the Six of Wands, travel, forward movement. It could represent distance, of course, but it's coming out of the choppy waters into the calm. So as an intuitive message, I feel like for a lot of Geminis, you are spiritually and energetically supported, of course, but there is an individual, a person that might want to meet your efforts in the middle, or at least help you in one way or another. Again, breakthrough type of energy. It's like we're manifesting, we're pulling things in instead of chasing, and then boom, this explosive breakthrough on the back end. I absolutely love this because it's like the recipe for manifesting, literally. Six of Wands is really nice. There is good favor around taking trips and vacations as well. That's just a little minor message to go along here. But my friends, you see this spread that popped out here. We have really good stuff coming up this week for a lot of you. So whether you're going through good times now or rough times now, this is Spirit saying like, all right, energies are awesome. You have a wave of positivity coming your way. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, I'm loving what I'm feeling off this spread this week, Gemini. Great stuff for your birthday. We have the Nine of Cups with the Magician in the upright. You got a big manifestation coming in. And if you're not purposely manifesting, Spirit wants you to like visualize it and put it out into the universe. Order. You know, you got to order what you want. Your wish is my command type of energy I'm picking up here in the front. You could even be subconsciously pulling things towards you, even if you don't realize it, but there's big chances to come out on top, especially things that you want, right? Like with the wins and victories right here in the center. Moving to the center, we have Temperance with the Six of Wands. Spirit's got your back. There's energetic and spiritual support to move you forward in whatever area of life you're looking for. When I see Temperance with the Six of Wands, it's like you're magnetically pulling in. You don't have to put in tons and tons and tons of work. It's like now's the time where you draw it to you. So victory. Love it. On to the back end, we have the King of Wands with the Six of Swords in the upright. Good energy around taking a trip of some sort for a portion of you. But the thing I see here, aside from the spiritual support, there could be a person wanting to meet you in the middle or at least help you with something. But there's a big energy of a breakthrough with the fire air combination right here on the back. So it's like manifest it, attract it, boom. It just pops off here. Really, really nice. So please take a screenshot. Let's see what's in the shadows here for you, my friends. I like it. Very claimable reading this week, that's for sure. So let's see what we got for Gemini, please. Guides and spirit team. Definitely a different vibe than what we've been getting the past few weeks. But yeah, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards do not always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get you one. And if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. I really do. Let's get you one. What do we got here for Gemini? Thank you. Nice and quick. We got the Page of Cups. So it's like we started the reading with the Queen of Cups. Now we have the Page of Cups here in the shadows. So what could this be? This could be some sort of talk coming in that you don't quite see, or communication. So don't be surprised if you hear from someone that you haven't heard from in quite a while. They might send you a text like, hey, happy birthday, Gemini. That's a big possibility with the Page of Cups in the shadows. Now, I do like this card, although it does have some shadow aspects, and we'll talk about both. The positive aspect of this could just represent you being able to speak openly, honestly, and freely express how you feel about something or someone with no reservations. This card could be very, very good for that. If you're not attached to a water sign, the shadow side of the Page of Cups could sometimes represent somebody who's suppressing something. So when this shows up in the shadow, Spirit's telling you, like, Gemini, find a release valve for any emotions or feelings that you're feeling in this time. Like, find a healthy way. But another vibe I'm picking up here is the energetic sensitivity that we picked up in the front end. It's showing up again. So yeah, Gemini, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a one-on-one personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar at mastermetaphysics.com. But for the May subscriber surprise, we're doing a winner's choice this month, my friends. 2 lucky subscribers will get their choice of either the Everyday Witches Tarot, which is a wonderful deck. It's one of my favorites. Or you can choose a crystal pendant of your choice from my website. They're homemade. The energy is luscious. They're beautiful. So it's winner's choice there. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments where in the world you are from. You don't have to give me your home address or anything like that. It could be your country, state, province, whatever it might be. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you again soon.